How do you win back your ex after they left you or after you broke up? This is a question I get in my DMs every single day. How do I win back my ex? My ex isn't talking to me. What do I need to say? What's the strategy? And my DMs are just full of these guys every single day. So I'm going to share from a man's perspective, like how do you win back your ex after they leave you? And there's two avenues I can go down. Number one is, why do you want them back? That's a really important question to ask. Like I remember coming out of my relationship of 7 years and I really wanted to get back with my ex. But the main thing I wanted was the security and to feel the same emotions again. I didn't want to feel the loss. When people come out of a relationship, it's so easy to look back at the relationship through rose-tinted glasses. You only see the good and you ignore the bad. You only remember the good times and you never remember why you broke up in the first place. Like it's so important to see the reality, not just through your skewed perspective, now that you're lonely, now that you're sad, now that you're missing the other person. Like if you miss someone, your brain is going to look for evidence to confirm why you missed them, confirm all the good things, right? So it's so important to actually get a reality check of, why do I miss them? Why do I want them back? Is it just more comforting having them back? Am I just scared of uncertainty right now? Because most of the time when guys break up, they're going to do better off if they stay single for a little bit, work on themselves, and then see where they're at from that. Maybe get back with their ex, but if not, find someone else, probably find someone better. So coming out of a relationship and wanting to get back with your ex, it's so important to know, why are you wanting to get back with them in the first place? Are you just lonely? Because emotions can really cloud your perspective. They can cloud your logical thinking. The emotional brain takes over and the logical brain just shuts down. Any reason just shuts down. Your brain thinks you're going to die without this person. And when it gets to that level, you're like, holy fuck, I need the other person. Desperation kicks in. And that's why guys flood my DMs every single day of, how do I win my ex back? And the most important question is, why do I want to get her back in the first place? Do I miss her, or do I just want to avoid the feelings of uncertainty, the feelings of sadness? It's normal to grieve someone that you don't want to be with. It's normal to grieve a relationship that's not good for you. Like relationships that end, even if they're toxic, people still grieve that relationship. Like if your ex was no good for you, if your ex was holding you back, if your ex didn't want the best for you, stopping you from going after your dreams, and you break up, you're still going to miss that person because it was an emotional home for you. You're still going to miss that part of you because when you're in a relationship, your partner becomes part of your identity, part of your chemical makeup in your brain. Like that person is part of you at every single level, at a physical level, at an emotional level, at a chemical level. They are a part of you at a spiritual level. So when you break up with them or when they break up with you, it's so natural to miss them, right? It's so natural to grieve that relationship because in your head, you build an imagined future that now is never going to come to be. So it's so important to recognize that even if the relationship's not meant to be, you're still going to grieve that relationship. Just because you grieve that relationship doesn't mean, oh fuck, I should have stayed with that person. It's like, no, it's normal to grieve someone that isn't good for you. Like at some point, you need to shut off the emotional brain. You need to shut off that emotional side of desperation and the cloudedness of the emotions and actually look through it through logic. Like logically, without emotions, should I be with this person? Is this the best person for me? Or am I just scared? Or am I just uncertain? Or am I just fearful that I'll never find anyone again and form a connection as deep with anyone else? That was my biggest thing. It's like coming out of a 7-year relationship, I was trying to hold on so tightly. There's a sunk cost fallacy where you make future decisions based on how much time, money, and energy you've already invested with someone. And that makes you stay in a relationship far too long. Like my relationship should have ended 5 years in, but instead I held on for another 2 years because I was scared of being single. I was like, all those 5 years will be wasted if we break up. So I stayed in that relationship another 2 years, longer than I should have. So is that playing out for you? If you've broken up with your girl, if your girl's broken up with you, are you just grieving that lost time when really that time isn't lost? You make memories, you learn lessons, you take those lessons into your future. And then through that breakup is the best time to really become the best version of you. Because you used to have all that time and that energy to give to that other person. But now that other person isn't there, you still have all that time and energy. Now it's like, what do you want to do with it? You get to use that to become the best version of you. So it's really important to see, what do I want to do with this energy? Instead of just obsessing over, can I get her back? Can I get her back? Because she's not going to want you back if you're the same person. If she left you for who you are, then she's not going to want you back for who you are. You need to upgrade yourself, right? To get back with her, because she doesn't want the same version of you. She wants an upgraded version of you. So now you're not with her. You have this time, you have this energy to become the best version of you, right? So that's path number one. Do I even want to get back with this person? Or is this my emotional monkey mind just being scared of being lonely, being uncertain, fearful of the future, worried you won't find anyone else again? So it's really important to separate reality from your emotional delusion. And then path number two is you should have spotted the signs while you were in a relationship. Like, women are way more proactive in their relationship. Whenever issues come up, they're way more aware of it and they reach out for help. Whereas men, they can stick their head in the ground for so long, avoid all the issues, just get going with the day-to-day actions, day-to-day grind, going to work, going to gym, seeing friends, seeing the missus, going to work, going to the gym, seeing friends, seeing the missus. And they don't see anything else. They can't see the forest for the trees. They can't see that they're in a failing relationship. They can't see that their missus checked out the relationship 6 months ago because they got their head in the ground. They're avoiding the issue, right? They're stubborn. They refuse to ask for help. Men have this deep desire to feel capable within their relationship. So in terms of asking for help, it means they're broken. So if I ask for help, it means I've failed as a boyfriend. So men don't ask for help as much as women do because they have this ego, they have this stubbornness, right? So the number two path is you should have spotted the signs while you were in that relationship. There's an analogy called the feather, the brick, and the truck. The feather, the brick, and the truck. Your relationship is always giving you signs as to what needs to change. These signs start out as subtle things like feathers, and these feathers could be you're arguing a bit more, not speaking as much, you're avoiding situations, you're getting triggered, you're not spending as much time together, you're not going on as many date nights, you're not having as much sex anymore. Like, these are feathers. You need to spot these signs in the relationship and actually act on them. But if you avoid these signs, they get even worse. So they turn into bricks. And bricks are way more serious signs. Like, you find your girl messaging her ex, or you find your girl going on a walk with someone, or you find your girl with lingerie that she's never showed you before. Like, bricks become way more serious, right? And then if you avoid the bricks, if you avoid these serious things, then they'll soon turn into a truck. And the truck is not what you want to feel, but it's what most men have to experience. So the truck could be your girlfriend turning around and wanting to leave you. Your girlfriend actually sleeping with someone else because she's not getting attention from you. So it's so important to recognize the feathers and the bricks before they turn into trucks, before they turn into these big signs, these big crashes in the relationship that break it apart. So if you're looking for the strategy and the step-by-step plan on how to message my ex back, how to manipulate her, how to reach out to her, how can I get her to love me again, like, this isn't the video. The biggest point is you need to become the best version of you because she left you for a reason, right? So you as your current self aren't good enough for her. So it's so important that you up-level yourself in order to be able to get back with her. Or if that doesn't happen, being able to get with someone else, right? Someone even better. And number two is, once you're in a relationship, it's so important to spot the signs and be proactive about it. When these feathers, when these bricks show up in the relationship, actually take action, actually make a change in your relationship. Otherwise, you're just going to keep repeating the same old cycle, right? So that's it. How to get back with your ex. Make sure you subscribe. I'm posting daily videos for 30 days to see what happens.